Hello, everybody. We're back for Matthew chapter 18. Here we go. At the time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Who then is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He called a little child to him and placed the child among them and said, "Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever takes the lowly position of this child is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever becomes one such a child in my name welcomes me. If anyone causes one of these little ones, if anyone causes one of these little ones, those who believe in me, to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large millstone hung around their neck and and to be drowned in the deepest part of the sea. Woe to the world because of the things that cause people to stumble. Such things must come, but woe to the person through whom they come. If your hand or your foot causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life maimed and crippled than to have 2 hands and 2 feet, but to be thrown into eternal fire. And if your eye causes you to stumble, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life with one eye than to have 2 eyes and to be thrown into the fire of hell. See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that their angels in heaven always see the face of my Father in heaven. What do you think? If a man owns 100 sheep and one of them wanders away, will he not leave the 99 on the hill and go look for the one that wandered off? And if he finds it, truly I tell you, he is happier, but the one sheep that was about the 99 that did not wander off. The same way your Father in heaven is not willing that any of these little ones should be perished. If your brother or sister sins, go and point out their faults just between the two of you. If they listen to you, you have won them over. But if they will not listen, take 1 or 2 along, so that every matter may be established by the testimony of the 2 or 3 witnesses. If they still refuse to listen, take it to the church. And if they refuse to listen, even to the church, treat them as you would a pagan or a tax collector. Truly I tell you, whatever binds on earth, truly I tell you, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loose in heaven. Again, truly I tell you that if 2 of you on earth agree about anything they ask for, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. I apologize. For where 2 or 3 gathered in my name, there am I with them. Then Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother and sister who sin against me? Up to 7 times. Jesus answered, I tell you that 7 times, but 77 times. Therefore, the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wants to settle accounts with his servant. As he began to settle, a man who owes him 10,000 bags of gold was brought to him. Since he was not able to pay, the master, in order that he and his wife and his children and all that he had sold to repay his debt. At this, the servant fell on his knees because of him. Be patient with me, he begged. I will pay back everything. The servant's master took pity on him, canceled the debt, and let him go. But when that servant went out, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 silver coins. He grabbed him and began to choke him. Pay back what you owe me, he demanded. His fellow servant fell on his knees and begged him, be patient with me, and I will pay you back. But he refused. Instead, he went off and he began to He went off and had the man thrown into prison until he could pay the debt. When the servant saw what had happened, they were outraged and went and told their masters everything that had happened. Then the master called the servant in. You wicked servant, he said. I canceled all your debt and I canceled all the debt of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have had mercy on your own fellow servant, just as I had on you? In anger, his master handed him over to jailers to be thrown and tortured until he paid back what he owed. This is how my heavenly Father will treat each of you unless you forgive your brother or sister in heaven. Whew. It got a little twisty at the end, but you get it.